Listen to Iron Maiden, baby, with me.
Welcome to Listen to Iron Maiden, baby. I'm Ash from South Wales.
I'm Ante from New South Wales.
This is Peace of Mind Part 6, and we're gonna fuck up the place. Grannies, let's go. Come on. You want to sing a song about lions? Nah. Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had enough of that.
No.
Mate, how are you?
Not bad. Live and kicking, how you doing?
Alive and kicking. So this is take 2 because I didn't record myself. Idiot. We just did the intro again. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
What's more embarrassing is, though, I just said I planned this podcast out. I make a bunch of notes when today to open up, and they're all gone. I had a bunch of notes about all the all these songs, Sun and Steel, all these like things, awesome notes, but they're gone. So I'm going to do it from the top of my brain. And guess what? I might get things wrong, but guess what? I don't give a fuck.
Keeps it fun, man.
Exactly.
So people can write in and go, well, actually.
Well, talking of actually, we got a bloody email, right? From, all right, now let's just go to the end of the email, because he says that we're supposed to pronounce his name as Youngblood, but with the same accent as the bad guys in The Great Escape, or Ante's current favorite show, Master of the Air. So I guess it's Youngblood. But even Americans don't pronounce names like that well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you were like they have like Polish names, like the way they Wikowski. Like, what the hell? That they don't pronounce it like that at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is an email from Matt Youngblood.
Yeah.
So he says, "Power Slave is next, huh?" Right, Matt, I like you on the few times I've met you, but I don't appreciate this kind of email.
Oh,
Right?
What
He says, "Dear podcasters, so Ante has made it to Power Slave. Well, not yet.
I do have that one, actually.
And 2 minutes to
yeah.
midnight with that insanely good riff. All right, so basically, a lot of people, I don't know how Matt knows this. He must have listened to some other podcast or something. But, right, 2 minutes to midnight, really famous Maiden song. But that riff has been recycled thousands of times by other bands before Maiden and after band. We're talking about this riff, you know? A lot of bands used it. And he basically he's like being sarcastic about, oh, well, did you know it's borrowed from this song? And blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read it. But he did, fair dues, he did mention White Spirit, which is Yannick Gers's band, who later joins Maiden. And he actually had a song, you know, like that.
Yep.
Which is cool. Anyway, he basically, okay, cool, Matt, you know some stuff about Maiden, cool. But, you know, save this for, you know, I'm going to keep this email, the information here, because he is right. Everything he says is right about all the songs for when we get to Power Slave, bloody Americans. And yeah, so he says, oh, the podcast is terrific.
Oh.
If you read the compliment on air, I'll deny it. But you'll both F up the pronunciation of my last name again. So yeah, whatever. Cheers from your pal, Matt Youngblood.
So I just call him Matt?
Yeah, Matt. Matt, don't spoil stuff for Ante, right? You know, he's a spoiler, man. Don't spoil it.
Trying to have fun here.
Yeah, I'm always having fun. And talking of fun, some Maiden news again.
Ooh.
Bruce Dickinson, his album just came out. I haven't been listening to it because I've been busy doing other things. I wanted to have a free mind to listen to it. But
the Mandrake Project.
We listened to 2 songs, which I enjoyed very good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to check out the rest of the album. But what's really weird is that so Iron Maiden put out an album a couple of years ago called The Book of Souls.
Yeah.
And they put a song on there, which was basically a Bruce solo song, which Steve just said, "I like that. Let's put it on the album."
I think I remember this being mentioned. Yeah.
If Eternity Will Fail or something like that.
Yeah.
And in the song, it's like really random, like spoken word stuff and like magical-y kind of topic, which is totally not Maiden, but it's clearly Bruce's solo thing, right?
Yeah.
And I listened to he's included this song on his new album, which is his version of it. And I gotta say, the Iron Maiden version is much better. Steve was right.
Oh, really?
It's shit in comparison, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I love the Iron Maiden. Like, in modern Maiden, there's not a lot of songs that I love, but that is one of the songs that I really, really like. It's got a good chorus. But
what do you find shit about it? Like, is it because it's like they've gotten in their years?
Okay,
or
all right. Well, I
it's-
don't know. Well, see, I hear the original, which is not technically not the original,
Right.
because Bruce wrote it for his solo band, but then he released it with Iron Maiden first, and then years later, almost 10 years later, it comes out on his solo album, and it's just not as good. But maybe because I like the original more.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which will play into today's Peace of Mind, part 6, kind of thing. Being listening to things retroactively or when you listen to things does affect you, which I'll talk about later.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steve was totally right. His version, the Iron Maiden version, much better.
Mhm.
And Bruce is in the news again.
Yeah.
He's always in the news when he's promoting stuff because he always says some stuff which makes people go, huh? But he said something recently which I thought was interesting. He's talking about Spotify and music in general and like how badly people are being paid by it, right? Which is, I understand very, very much. But, you remember the days of before streaming, you buy a CD, right? And, you invested money, you had to like think, oh shit, I've only got like, $10 or whatever here to pay.
Yeah.
I need to really choose wisely.
Right.
But in modern generation, music is just a thing which is free. It's on YouTube,
You can,
There's no value to it.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, that means that the old days of like big band, middle band, and small band has gone. Now it's you're either small or you're big.
That's right. Yeah.
And there's no money to be made from sales. So that means that the majority of money comes from gigs, which means they got to charge more for the ticket and they got to charge more for the seat, the t-shirts and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So Bruce is saying that Spotify should just charge more to the users. How much do you have Spotify?
I use Spotify, but
Not
I don't
the
have
free version, right?
Yeah,
I don't remember how much it was. I think it's like $7 or something like that. I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, his idea is to increase the price of Spotify for everyone, and then they can actually Spotify can afford to pay, artists, whatever,
But would they?
Exactly, right? Yeah. So, but he is right though. The only way that they're going to make more money is if they're getting more money, right? Yeah.
I see how the math works.
Right, exactly.
there.
Yeah. And in a way, it's weird because, like, if you said to me in 2003, hey, you can listen to any music you want for $20 a month.
Yeah.
I would be like, yes.
Right.
Right? Because you'd be
yeah.
like, I spent that on one CD usually,
Yeah.
So, but now the mindset is just totally changed, right? It's like, what? $1 for a song? No way. Remember iTunes, you have to buy it like 99 cents on iTunes.
That's right. Yeah.
Bollocks to that, So yeah, Bruce does come off sometimes as a bit like behind the times, but in a way, I think that's a good solution, kind of.
Yeah. But no, it's funny how you say that. It's like it's totally changed because even when it was like downloading, when you were like, were you a Napster user? Or,
LimeWire.
LimeWire. There you go.
Yeah.
And it's really crappy quality as well.
The quality I didn't mind. What I didn't like about it was I would download a song where the title would be totally wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and then it'd be like, oh, do you like that song? And then I'd say the title and it would be totally wrong. Or like they'd mix them up. Like there's a band I used to like, I still like, called Anne Berlin.
Yeah.
Like kind of a pop rock band. And like somehow all the songs got muddled up, the titles. So I'd be like that's when I bought the CDs later. I was like, wait a minute, I thought this song's totally different. The name is different,
Oh, look, they got the CD wrong.
Yeah, right. Who do I trust,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I wasn't a Napster. I was a bit before my time. But did you use Napster?
Napster definitely then moved into LimeWire, but there was also the days where it took how long to download a song.
Oh yeah,
like
remember the old beeping dial-up?
Don't pick up the phone.
That sound though, man. Yeah, it was really. I remember like when I first got dial-up, and it was like, oh, this is
connected to the world.
But I just used to do Habbo Hotel. Do you know Habbo Hotel?
No, what's that one?
So that's all my friends used to do is play Habbo Hotel. Basically, it was like a chat room. But you make a little character, which was like a Lego, and you just go to these random rooms, and it was just like we were just chatting shit to people. It was just like we were like really young, it must be 10 or 11, playing Habbo Hotel, and people were like role playing and shit. But I just talk shit to people. Like
people do that now with like the VR stuff, right?
Oh yeah, VR's getting crazy too, right? I mean, I haven't dived into that yet, but anyways, Bruce, you have a point there, mate. You have a point. Talking of Matt's email, talking to Bruce about airplanes that show. Did you watch that show, the Masters of the Air thing?
Yep.
How was it?
Totally up to I really enjoyed it. Not as good as Band of the Brothers,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Okay.
You?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
I've been watching Succession.
Succession. Rings a bell.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
basically like a satire of like a big business mogul.
Yeah.
Brian Cox.
Mhm.
And he's getting older, so his sons think he's going to leave the company to them, but he doesn't. It's a satire. It's really fun. It's really funny.
That's a movie or a series?
TV show, yeah, it's TV series. I've been watching that.
okay.
It's really funny, but like you can also watch. You can watch it like it's serious,
Yeah, yeah.
but also you can watch it and be like hilarious because
Yeah.
it's like Macaulay Culkin's brother is in it, and,
Mhm.
and like it's really good, really good. I was watching that.
All right. Anyway, add that
Oh,
one
and I
to
watched
list.
the show. Well, talking of next song on the album, guys, is the old Sun and Steel, the first song about Japan by Maiden. But
Yeah.
before we dive into that, Shogun, the series. Have you been watching
I'm
it?
up to date.
Oh yeah, I did watch up until yesterday. I did watch all the
Yep,
episodes.
yesterday, yeah. Mhm.
So
There's a samurai in it,
samurai.
as some people like to call it.
Yeah. So we have hit on all the songs of Peace of Mind,
Mhm.
but this is the next one.
Well, you killed your first man at 13. Killer instinct, animal supreme. Sunlight falling on your steel. Death in life is your ideal. Life is like a wheel. Life is like a wheel, and it's rolling still.
Woo!
Thank you.
Yeah. Now that is a banger of a song, in my opinion.
I think so too. Pretty solid, man.
I'm a whore for the core.
That's
The
it.
chorus, mate. Fuck, man. Yeah. So Japan, Sun and Steel. So, Anta, you live in Japan.
Oh, same. Yeah.
Do you know anything about this song? What's it about?
Well, didn't read anything to it, but he's saying that first line. Thought, is this about Miyamoto Musashi?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
So it's about the legendary samurai swordsman himself.
Yes, but typical Bruce, written by Bruce Dickinson. Once again, guys, all my notes have gone, so this is all off the top of my head.
Mhm.
Fuck it. But I know that the title is Sun and Steel,
Yep.
which is by what's his name? Yukio Mishima.
Rings a bell.
Yeah, that like basically very cool. Well, he did do seppuku, I guess, when he did kill himself.
Mm.
He was like a writer
Yeah.
and ended up saying that he wanted to restore the emperor back, and then when that didn't happen, he just did the old
Yep.
cutty
So-
gutty
Yeah. I haven't heard that one before. Cutty gutty.
cutty gutty.
Mm.
Yeah, he did that one. Bruce is like written about, I think in Sun and Steel, the book, I think Mishima writes about Musashi a bit.
Ah, okay.
Of course, Musashi was a famous Japanese samurai, blah, 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 blah.
Mm.
And the title is from Mishima. So it's like mixing it up together, again.
Okay.
Typical Bruce.
What? So he's just making it into the one story.
I think, well, I always thought, right, that in Bruce's songs that he doesn't really care about the content. Like he just wants to like make it cool. But then I've heard him complain later on about how Steve wanted to cut his lyrics up to match the melody. And Bruce
Okay.
was like, no, I don't want to take away the message of the lyrics, whatever. So clearly Bruce does care about the lyrics. So
Yeah.
he's either kind of stupid
Mhm.
in that, like in Flight of Icarus, he kind of messed up the story.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
say, is it on purpose or not?
Yeah.
But then things like this, did he just like mix them up or something? Whatever.
Yeah. Mm.
But it's just contradictions in Bruce's what he says later on, and
Yeah,
in this, whatever. But yeah, man, this song, catchy, short, banger,
Bang. And the way it just that drums at the end.
right? It is great. Let's
Yeah.
listen to the chorus.
Sunlight falling on your steel. Death in life is your ideal. Life is like a wheel. Sunlight
right, it's awesome.
Mm.
I got no complaints about this song, except I think the end, the chorus goes one bit too long. It just repeats a little
was just
bit.
like,
It's
hang
like,
on.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
only thing. But it is, I see. I prefer these really short, sweet songs.
Mm-hmm.
Later on, during late 80s, early 90s, when no, in the 90s, when Bruce is like basically like bored and can't be bothered anymore.
Yeah.
There's 2 albums which are like not great, but they do have some short bangers on it, which I love.
Okay.
And
yeah.
I'm like, that I would prefer that any day over this kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
I thought it'd be interesting right now, mate. As we are, this song is about Japan. We live in Japan, and we were watching that show, Shogun TV show.
Good timing, right?
A good timing about samurai and things like that. So I don't know if you've seen the show, guys. It's on Disney Plus. About it's a book, isn't it? About
Yeah, originally a book loosely based on history, right?
yeah, exactly. The British, coming over to Japan to as we do, take the women and
Which country's next?
see, this is the thing, right? Is that colonization, Japan, number one, Japan is really difficult. If you look living here, I sometimes I used to go to the beach, I'd look around and be like, there's no way you can fucking attack this place. There's all these like small little islands and this like stony beaches, whatever. If America had to invade Japan in the war, fucking hell, there's millions dead, man. It's like a one big castle, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
so
Even so you go into the country that like so much mountainous
Right, yeah,
areas.
yeah.
So, yeah.
No
it's,
chance, mate. But I was watching the Shogun, and basically it's a British guy comes over trying to stop the Portuguese, which is hilarious because that's actually one of the reasons why we never tried to colonize Japan, is because of our friendship with Portugal, because we're good mates with them, and we always liked having a fuck you to Spain,
okay, here,
right next to them, because if we weren't friends with Portugal, then we would never have been able to beat Napoleon either, because the reason we got into Spain was through Portugal. It's a really important relationship there. So that's why Portugal had a big investment in Japan, so we never bothered them. But talking of Napoleon, I watched the Napoleon film. Did you watch it?
I haven't seen that yet. No, good.
It's terrible.
Oh, really?
I couldn't believe it. Ridley Scott. It's just like a Wikipedia
Really?
of it's
Ridley
honestly,
Scott.
I swear to God, it's so boring. It's just him banging his wife a bunch and like a battle. And you're like, all right, then. And it doesn't show, like, Napoleon's an interesting guy. It doesn't, the whole point, the reason why Napoleon was amazing is because he would be in a sticky situation and he'd get out of it.
Right.
All they do is show him winning. And you're like, what? It's terrible.
Okay.
Anyway, let's fuck Napoleon. But we're in Japan.
Yeah.
But I've been watching Shogun and I was just laughing because I was laughing like, yeah, fucking right. British are awesome, right? We come in here, take the women. Look at our cannons, mate. Look how accurate they are. Fuck you. The bloody Japanese with their shitty little guns and whatever. See, as a British person, listen, it's in my DNA to think I'm better than everyone else. Even though I am Welsh, and that's the worst part of it. But still, I am British, still under the flag. And it's just something about when I watched it, I was like, yeah. Wouldn't Japan flag be really cool with a little British one in the corner? I'd love it. Wouldn't it look great?
I think there's too many countries.
Yeah.
Way too many Union Jacks out there.
Yeah. But the whole thing about samurai is fascinating, right?
Yeah.
But I want to ask you, Ante, like before you came to Japan, were you interested in like, the samurai thing? And
I did kendo for a while when
Oh,
I was in
okay. Oh,
Australia.
there you
So
go,
I was
there you go.
definitely into that big
I
time.
see.
So for anyone out there, Miyamoto Musashi, he developed the two-sword thing apparently.
I see.
Yeah, I was definitely into all that.
I see. Japan is interesting from a few things, right? We were joking about colonization, but Japan is kind of a unique country in that it's the 2,000 year of one culture, one language, no one else mixing in it, and that's why Japan is so weird.
Yeah, you're right.
Almost every other country in the world has been mixed with others. Japan took some stuff from China, of course, and whatever, a long time ago, but it was quite a long period of time where Japan was just one place, right?
Yeah.
I can imagine Bruce reading these, Musashi Book of Five Rings or all these books, whatever, and just being really interested in, the idea of a samurai warrior, like a really honorable guy. And I like history, but at the same time, when I read history, I just think, this is fucking bollocks, isn't it? Because, you could just write anything, couldn't you?
Could, right?
You know what I mean? The winner writes the history, right?
That's it. I was about to say,
like bollocks. Right? So I love history because I'm like, at least it's kind of close to the truth. But at the same time, you're like, all the stuff with Musashi. He did this. He like, you killed your first man at 13. You're like,
Yeah.
did he really?
Did you?
Did he
Did
really?
you?
But it's cool to at least they're singing about something fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, bringing it back to Maiden, the recent album Senjutsu,
That's
it's
right, yeah.
finally got got a Japanese kind of samurai Eddie. I think there must have been one before, but
I thought there was.
there must have
But
been.
maybe.
I think there's a Maiden Japan one, but he's just got like the bandana or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And Maiden all I've got in the 80s, a lot of photos of them wearing like Japanese kind of shirts and the old rising sun flag, whatever.
Yeah.
Japan
yeah.
is just awesome, right? It's just interesting. What can we say about this song? It's an amazing song. I fucking love it. It's a great banger.
Solid number,
Exactly,
man.
exactly. Solid, right?
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be a laugh. Let's talk about Japan. Since when you come here, let's talk about the craziest thing you've seen in Japan. Because
Crazy.
Japan is famous for being really weird.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you the funniest things I've seen since I came here.
Mm.
So number one, I went to the Peace Park in Hiroshima.
Yeah.
The atomic bomb dome park, whatever.
Mhm.
I was walking down the little path, and this old man sitting on a bench goes, "Oi, you!" in English. I was like, "Oh, hello." So I sat next to him, and he said, "Hey, do you want to get married to a Japanese woman?" I was like, "Well, not right now."
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, "You don't see the penguin and the wolf. You don't see the bear and the tiger." And I was like, "Huh?"
What are you getting
Like-
at, man?
I was like, "Wow, this guy's English is very good, isn't it? Like he knows a lot of animals."
Speaking in riddles.
I didn't realize that he was being total racist and saying that I shouldn't mix with Asian woman, right? That's what he's saying.
Right. No, it is-
It took me a while to go, what?
Oh.
Wait a minute. Are you? He kept saying all these animals. Like I was like, huh?
Hang on.
Yeah. As a white guy with blue eyes, I've never, I'm lucky to have not been in a position where I'm being racially abused,
Right.
But that was my first one, and I was just like, huh? It was really funny in the Peace Park too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Just like I was saying, he's saying, this,
Yeah.
What riddles is
I
he
didn't get it.
speaking?
Yeah,
And then
I
it's
did,
like,
yeah.
hang on,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I know. I didn't. I totally didn't get it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And then another time I was in Hiroshima, I swear to God, this happened all in the space of like 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
So I come out of my apartment and a high school girl rides past on her bike. She's reading a book with two hands,
What the fuck?
cycling. I swear to God, she has the book is in two hands and she's cycling with just her legs
Yeah.
down the road. And I was like, what? Then I walked out onto the road and there's a bloody monkey hanging from the bloody line, the power lines.
Where were you?
Tokaichi area,
A monkey in Tokyo.
right?
Like,
It's
guys,
quite-
this is pretty much
yeah,
like in the city.
near the city, right?
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on here? And then around 6 o'clock, then it got dark.
Mhm.
I went to 7-Eleven. Just as I was getting into 7-Eleven, a really nice Mercedes pulled up outside of it, like really nice, like, and this old woman got out of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, she had like a fur coat on and everything.
Oh, the
Anyway,
look.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. So I went in the convenience store and I saw her coming in as well. I was like, oh, that's weird, isn't it? Why is this woman coming? Like, she must have a bit of money. Why is she in 7-Eleven? So I bought something. And when I went to the counter, she was at the counter.
Yeah.
And she was looking at the Oden. And she's like, oh, Iideska?
Oh, shit.
And I was like, what the hell? So for you guys who don't know, Oden is like basically like vegetables in dirty water.
Yeah. Pretty much. just
Pretty
warmed
much.
up in
Yeah,
there.
at the front. And they, and I was like,
It's the first time I've heard it
right?
explained like
It
that.
is, right?
It's pretty
It's
funny.
just vegetables in dirty water. And this woman who must have had a ton of cash, a lot of money, is in 7-Eleven going, Iideska, is it good? And she bought a bunch of Oden. And I was like, are you serious?
7-Eleven's got some good stuff.
I
though.
know. I'm not
Yeah?
jipping 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven's awesome. But
But
like-
see, it is that good
yeah,
that even when you're just on that other pay grade in that different life, no,
Yeah.
you're still craving.
exactly. So I've had some weird experiences in Japan, but nothing like weird and super, super weird. But it is just honestly, most people are kind of boring here and quite normal. Nothing's that weird, But
Yeah, yeah.
now and again, you do get your mind blown
Get
by
some
a
interesting
racist
ones.
man in the Peace Park listing animals in perfect English.
Yeah.
Do you have any funny stories?
I think the only one that really, because it really sticks in my mind,
Yeah.
but I think I already mentioned this a while ago.
That's good.
But we'll go with it again. It's a 7-Eleven story.
Okay.
But so you know where my workshop is.
Yes.
And there's a 7-Eleven on the adjacent
I know,
corner.
Yeah.
And I was looking outside, and there was a guy who obviously just bought himself a magazine, went across the road
Yeah.
to a small dumpster. It's like a short dumpster, and it's the perfect angle, like you could read a book off. And yeah, he was just banging himself.
Yeah.
Yep, just daytime.
Yeah.
It wasn't nighttime. Just
I see. Visiting Madam Palm and her 5 lovely
Yes.
daughters.
he was going to town, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, I still haven't seen any like weird guys wanking or fighting yet.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen that.
I haven't seen any fights. Yeah.
I've heard people. Some people tell me that they've seen a fight, and I was like, really, I've never seen it, But
And there was an attempted stabbing the other day in Peace Park.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
What the
Someone
hell,
got
man?
bloody murked in the
say-
Peace Park.
In Peace Park. Pick a different park, man. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I've like I said, I love living in Japan, and it is just a fascinating place, and it's a great thing to write music about, like samurais and things like that. So, I Maiden took a couple of albums to get there,
That's right. Yeah.
but I guess in a way, there's not a lot of literature though, really, for people to read, right? I guess Musashi Book of Five Rings was like,
Yeah.
it's not like there's like tons of, Japanese books, whatever.
That's probably one of the most famous, right?
Yeah, but yeah, we live in Japan. This song is about Japan, and Sun and Steel has also there's the beer, the sake, and
I never tried that one.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
have
try
one-
that one? Or-
I did. Yeah, I
Yeah?
did try it, and it was very, very good, very delicious. But like I said, I'm not an expert on alcohol, so I wouldn't know. But
I'm not either, but I know what I like. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
it was good. Though. It was very, very good.
Mm.
But yeah, but I said Japanese samurai, very fascinating, and like watching that Shogun show, I just can't help but go, yeah, that's right. One British guy is equal to all you samurai. Fuck you. If we had a war back in the day, we'd have fucked you up.
Yep.
You know it. You fucking know it. You'd be drinking tea every day, not a green one either. Milk and sugar.
He's going off. Ashley, sit down.
Okay, sorry, mate.
Too
Let's listen to Bruce.
excited.
Let's listen to what Bruce has to say.
I was busy writing. My little 4-track cassette recorder held a few ideas, and I'd started a writing partnership with Adrian that would provide Maiden with a seam of material to line up as potential singles or radio tracks. Japan had nibbled away at me. I'd bought a copy of Miyamoto Musashi's philosophical The Book of Five Rings. The inspiration for our song Sun and Steel came from one of Mishima's best-known novels, but the lyrics are not about Mishima. They are about Musashi. The song's short and quite simple. I kept the guitar riff straightforward because I'm not very good at guitar. Adrian plays it far better than I could have imagined.
Adrian plays stuff far better than anyone, Yannick.
Than he could have imagined.
But yeah, Bruce summed it up basically. That guy Mishima is really interesting too because he spoke English very, very well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of interviews with him, and he talks like a Victorian gentleman.
Really?
Yeah, fascinating guy. But anyways, guys, like of course, I Am Maiden are awesome. This song is awesome, and
Samurai's awesome.
samurais are cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, the last track.
Ooh.
He's the king of all the land in the kingdom of the sands of the time. Tomorrow, he moves the silence and the fragrant in the land amongst the stars of an age. Tomorrow, he's
Sorry for the abrupt ending there.
Cut short, didn't it?
To Tame a Land, written by Steve Harris.
Yes.
The last song, Sun and Steel, was written by Bruce Dickinson and Adrian Smith. No Steve on it.
Mm.
So I forgot to say, this is what Steve said about Sun and Steel. Bruce wrote the lyrics to that. It's basically about a Japanese guy who builds himself up to a peak of fitness and wants to kill himself, Harakiri style. I think it would be good. See, Steve clearly doesn't have any clue about the song, whatever, but it's not quite that, but whatever.
That's his gist.
Yeah. To Tame a Land is about Dune, the book Dune.
I think I was talking about this a week or two.
Yeah.
The timing of
Yeah.
us starting
Cool, right?
the pod
Yeah.
to coming up to this song now.
Part 2.
Dune. Part two.
Yes. With Timothy Chalamet, who I just watched in a great movie, Bones and All.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
It's about cannibal
Oh,
love story. It's very, very good.
Mhm.
Creepy as fuck, but it was really good. I
yeah,
quite
that would be.
yeah, I quite like him though. But yeah, To Tame a Land, Dune. Are you a big Dune guy?
Yeah, you seen it?
Oh, I saw the first one, not the second
First
one.
one. I
But what
just
about the
saw
books?
the
So did
second
you
one.
read the book?
No, I want to read the books actually, but there's a few of them, right?
I have no idea. I've never.
Apparently, there's a few.
I'm a Tolkien guy,
Yeah.
and he hated Dune, so I never read it.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And yeah, but I know there's an old movie too, right? Have you seen the original movie?
I've seen the original movie.
I haven't seen that.
I've just got that picture in my head because it was kind of
Isn't Sting in it?
Sting's in it. Yeah.
Sting.
And what's his name? Jean-Luc Picard, Star Trek.
Oh yeah,
God, forget his name.
Patrick
Stewart.
That's right.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I see,
He's
I
in
see,
it
I see.
too. There's a few faces, but
Is it good?
it's one of those like it's a cult thing
Okay.
because it's probably so bad too. But
What about the new movie? Dune?
I
2?
fucking love it.
You like it?
Oh yeah, especially like it doesn't ruin anything, especially the new one. But there's a scene that's filmed all in infrared.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
Very cool. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. So and there's a worm in it and some sand.
Like Tremors.
Mm. Well, and that's where it came from, right?
Tremors is fucking awesome. I bet Tremors. I would watch Tremors over Dune anytime. Only because it's so long.
give me Dune Light.
Yes, Tremors is great, man. Kevin Bacon, hey, let's go, man. Graboids, where's the Graboids? Great film. Anyway, Iron Maiden. This song was called To Tame a Land because the guy who wrote Dune said, "Fuck you, Iron Maiden."
I heard about that. Yeah, apparently he doesn't like this metal thing.
He's not starting to like this heavy metal stuff. Yeah. So this is the longest song up until now.
Yeah.
At this point, right?
Is it because they did that on purpose, or like, there's lots of books.
Yeah.
Let's just make a long song
Possibly. I don't know, but
because the movies are long.
see, now Steve says this is the best song I've ever written. I was really pleased with Phantom of the Opera, but now I have to say that this is the best. This is what he said at the time. What do you think of the song, mate?
I think it's they've definitely gone for an epic feel
Mm.
for it. I like it. Just goes for a while.
Yeah,
For
yeah, it does. I mean, the highlight. I had to, do my best for the highlight there.
I like the changes in that, but especially like even the intro goes for a while. Like I would have expected maybe some vocals to hit, but then it's like, okay,
Yeah.
we're going. Okay,
I see.
yeah.
Fuck off, don't be a twat.
We've got a turd in the punch bowl. I repeat, we have a turd in the punch bowl.
Turd in the punch bowl for me, mate. I
Yeah.
fucking hate this song. Sucks. It's not a song.
You're right.
Where's the chorus? Where's the? I just never clicked to me this song. The intro, do 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 do. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then it goes into the. It's just Steve wanking off on the bass the whole song. All right. I don't know why. And the fucking lyrics, I've never written it with I don't focus on it, but what the fuck's he on about?
Yeah, it's literally
Steve is just forcing him to say these fucking crazy lyrics. Like, and the melody sucks. This song never clicked with me. Even before I used to listen to the album, bam, 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 never, I would just stop at Sun and Steel.
Yeah.
Not a fan of this song. I think it's one of the worst songs. It's not a song.
Yeah.
It's just structurally, it's long. It's just long.
It's just a long song.
But it's not. It doesn't build up to anything, right? And now this is what I mentioned earlier about like timing. Of course, I was born in 1989, so I did not hear this when it first came out. When I got into Iron Maiden when I was like 17, 18, that's when I started listening to them all the time. And I'm sorry, but this song, whatever it's called, is using parts which Iron Maiden use later in other songs, which are much, much, much better. And
okay.
I can't unhear these other songs.
Yeah.
And I like those songs, and I don't like this song.
So would you say this is kind of like a bunch of ideas just put together?
Exactly. It's a riff salad, Steve
right.
wanking on the bass,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Now, it is really cool technically. The bass, doobu-doobu-doobu-doobu-doobu, is very cool. I mean, all right, let's just like, for example, let's play a little bit. All right, so this is what I'm talking about, right? This part right now. The Mariner, he's okay. Sorry. Now, I don't want to bring up the next album, but this sounds exactly like Ryan and the Ancient Mariner, which is on epic on the Power Slave album.
Yep.
And it's the same thing. So I feel like on the last song, Steve just runs up ideas and is like, shit, I gotta bust them in together. And he forgets that on the last album, he just he did this kind of riff already. And Rhyme in the Man is awesome. It's a long song, but it's well put together. It flows together very well.
Yeah. I
don't think the song flows very, I find it very boring, and it meanders a bit.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And then, like you're saying, it's riff salad.
Fuck off, don't be a twat.
Was that to me?
Yeah. This one too, right? Right. This is another song, right? Big fans will remember this one. Assassin. They have a song later called Assassin, a couple of albums, which is like Assassin. I prefer Assassin way much better than this piece of shit. I don't know. How high is that fucking bass though?
Right.
I told you, it's just Steve wanking up on the bass. The whole song is. Okay, let me just play a little more, right, again. Okay, this is cool. Let me just say this line, listen, right? But there's no vocals over any of this stuff.
Yeah, like I would have cut the intro a bit
Right?
shorter. Yeah.
And then this verse, I don't mind this riff.
He's the king of all the land in the kingdom of the sands.
Not a fan of this melody.
Yeah.
He moves the silence and the fragrant in the land amongst the
It's just Wikipedia of Dune.
That's exactly what.
Okay, and then this part just sounds like Ryan and Mariner. And of course, I know I cannot hear that song because I know it, Cool, Bruce is cool, Assassin. That's all I can hear. You'll hear it when we get the album. You'll hear that. Okay, and then doon 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 doon. It's not that interesting. The guitars are interesting, but they're fucking too quiet. It's just idea. It's not a well put together song.
How long does it go for?
Ages. Forever.
That's it, forever.
I think it's like 7 minutes or something like that. I listen, I love Peace of Mind album, but it's stained for me by this last song, which I hate.
Do you hate it more than Dinosaurs?
No, I love that song.
Yeah.
That's a fucking great song, except for that dinosaur line.
Right.
Just change that line
That's
and it's
it, that's
perfect.
it,
It's a
that's
great
it.
fucking song. This has got no chorus. Bruce is doing his best to fucking, to do a
Just to
Wikipedia
keep
job.
up and
Yeah, Steve is way too high and he thinks he thinks it sounds cooler than it actually is.
I think.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Do do doon 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 doon. The guitars, I like the guitar part like that. That's really cool, but I don't know. It's just taped together parts.
Yeah.
It's not a good song. Like The Trooper, it just flows. by the end of the song, you're like, fucking hell.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
No,
it's
no,
like
no,
a
that's
jet
true.
coaster, right?
Mhm.
Flight of Icarus is like a slower one, you know, but it's just really well written songwriting, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
And this one, by the time you get to the end, you felt dragged through
Yeah.
it, right? Yeah.
I think there's a reason why it's the last song. Almost every other song in this album has got quite it's a good flow to it. Like it's a good example of good songwriting, in my opinion. You know,
yeah.
The first song, "Where Eagles There," it does go a bit long, but it's like, but there's a
It's
point to
still-
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Of like the battle kind of scene, which is cool, but it's still interesting riff. Da-na-na-na,
Yep.
da-da-da-da-da, da-na-na-na-na. Fuck yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
give me that all day. This one, I'm just not a fan.
Mm,
There's not a lot of Maiden songs that I skip,
Yeah.
or just do not listen to, but this is one of them.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not a fan. I do not save it on any playlist or anything like that.
Mhm.
It is dead to me. I don't like it.
Just forget about him.
Did I touch your breast?
Anyway, let's listen to what Bruce has to say.
Yeah.
The Peace of Mind tour was shorter than our previous one, only because the album took longer to write and record. We gambled in the USA and went for the jugular, headlining Madison Square Garden in New York. It paid off. Peace of Mind was us laying down the gauntlet to America. Even though we had a radio track with Flight of Icarus, it was clear that we would not last long as American media darlings because we were simply un-American. We disliked limousines and were more likely to be found playing darts than smoking crack. We despised fashion, hated the cult of celebrity, and thought the concept of all-you-can-eat as disgusting as its obese participants. In contrast, Canada seemed much more sane, and ice hockey seemed to make much more sense than American football, at least at the time. We bashed our way round the States and the UK and Europe, and then Europe some more, and finally finished at a German TV festival in Westfalenhallen in Dortmund.
Nice dig of the Yanks there.
Mm.
Do you like All You Can Eat?
I don't think I've really been to that many all you can eat. It's
Right?
not really.
I know. It's not big. Except for, I'm lying here actually. When I was younger, before I used to go to see Iron Maiden, we would
Yeah.
always go to this Chinese buffet. It's called
Yeah.
China. And we
Well,
would,
not just China.
no, I think it was like £8, and you could just eat whatever you want.
Oh,
But
okay.
my friend would bring like his mates with him, who kind of like oddballs, and they would just eat ice cream. It was like, this is a fucking Chinese restaurant. What are you eating ice cream for?
Oh, I do remember. Again, this is a back in the day thing.
Yeah.
When they used to have go into the city, watch a movie with your
Yeah.
mates, and then Pizza Hut would have the kind of like an all-you-can-eat
Oh,
buffet
okay.
thing.
Oh.
When you're young,
Yeah,
like,
it's fucking
yeah.
awesome, right? Yeah, yeah.
But other than that, I don't mind if hasn't happened that often. But a nice hotel
Yeah.
breakfast.
Oh, yeah, that's
like
not
a bu-
bad. Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
a different story. But
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a waste of money. But yeah, Bruce. They trick you, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah, Bruce, man. I mean, he's he a couple of digs there, but the Peace of Mind tour, but doing very well. But
They like Canada, don't they?
Canada likes them.
Yeah, yeah.
They're massive there. But yeah, I mean, guys, listen, if you do like To Tame a Land, send us an email at listen@gmail.com. Tell me why you like it, because I do not get that song at all. We all have different tastes. I like every single song in the album, even the dinosaur song. I still love that song. But To Tame a Land, it's just me. It's just not an example.
It leaves Ashley feeling like a bunch of sand in his pants.
Exactly. And there's no worm is jumping out of there at
Right.
all. He's under there. He's not coming out. But Flight of Icarus would he definitely come up for that one. Yeah. You know what I mean though? Like I think even in the first album, like their first album has good songwriting and just I think I just write good songs. And even now, a lot of their stuff is much longer and written. I think they've lost a bit of it, but this album just does it so well. It's got the fucking Trooper, Flight of Icarus,
Yeah.
Die with Your Boots On, Revelation, just awesome songs, and then it ends with this bloody piece of shit.
Well, you got to be happy it has all that other ones on there.
See,
right?
that's the reason why it was called Dune, and then whatever his name, Herbert, fucking
That's right,
heard
so-
it, and it was like, no
No.
fucking chance. Bloody The Prisoner that guy called up, do it, you can do
That's
it.
right,
Right?
yeah,
You can have, I'll have my name associated with this fucking song. The Prisoner's awesome, But he listened to Tame Milan and they were like, what?
No.
No chance, mate. Pick a better song.
Mm, mm.
Oh, Bruce did a good job on that one, but I don't like it. I'm not a fan, mate. Not a fan. Overall, mate, Peace of Mind, pretty fucking good.
Oh shit, yeah.
I would say up until now,
Mhm.
the two, classics for people. The old people love Killers
Mhm.
because of Paul.
Yep.
But it's between Number of the Beast and Peace of Mind for you. Which one were you going for right now?
Oh. And when I'd say it, it is like such a smidge,
Right.
But I'm still Number of the Beast.
I see.
Yeah. But it is so, it'd be the same like someone, Auntie, which Mad Max do you like?
Yeah.
Again, it's like everything's just so tightly to, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, see, I go, when I listen to Peace of Mind from the beginning,
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, this is much better than fucking Number of the Beast.
Yeah.
And then when I
yeah,
hit the Tame Milan, I'm like, it leaves me on a sour note.
Yeah.
When I listen to Number of the Beast,
Mhm.
it gradually gets better and better. And then you end on Hallowed Be the Name. You're like, this is fucking way better
was
than
like-
Peace of Mind. It's like the
Yeah,
opposite.
And then,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a heavy top, heavy top, and then light bottom, and then Number of the Beast is a light top and a heavy bottom.
right,
so
right.
depending on the
It's
day.
so difficult, man.
But I think they're very, very, very good.
Mm.
Very good album. Peace of Mind is awesome. I love the artwork. I love the whole vibe of the song. It's got classic songs on it. It's fucking awesome. And so let's just talk about up until now,
Mhm.
where Iron Maiden are now after this album, right?
It was the power of their live shows. Simple as that.
There's no difference, whether there's 75,000 people out there or there's 700 out there. They're the same people.
Steve, he used to prove it. He'd come off stage and he'd be standing and there'd be water coming out the eyelets of his sneakers. That's how much sweat he used to generate during a show.
I think we've always treated the fans with respect, put on a great show for them, spent a lot of money on the production and, I think people appreciate that, and I think that's one of the reasons the band's still around today.
Come on, we all know that Steve is sweating because he's like, oh shit, someone's going to realize I nicked the lyrics to fucking Hallowed Be the Name. Steve would only sweat when he played Hallowed Be the Name because he's like, oh
shit.
Kidding. But yeah, Iron Maiden's live show is their bread and butter.
Mhm.
These songs are great, great additions to the set list. And it's funny because I've only ever seen Iron Maiden when all the classics are already out.
Yeah.
So it's funny when when Bruce said, oh, we got a new song called The Trooper. You what? Do you now? It's not bad, is it? And up until now, they still haven't got, for example, 2 Minutes to Midnight
Yeah.
is not in the set. That's always in the set.
Yeah.
Fear of the Dark is not in the set. These are years and years into the future.
Still, yeah.
So at this time, the set is more, these classic mix of songs from Number of the Beast and Peace of Mind. Oh, what a great time to be a fan.
Yeah.
Lucky people. But yeah, Maiden getting successful, man. I gotta say, Number of the Beast put them on the map.
Mhm.
And I think the follow-up, come on.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, could they done better? No, I don't think so.
Did not drop the ball at all.
Not at all.
No.
Everybody who had anything to do with Iron Maiden was very proud of the success.
We propelled Maiden from being a UK-based hard rock band into being a world phenomenon, and it was a world phenomenon. And the extraordinary thing is that that's just kept going.
It went very quick. From when we first started, probably seriously in the '79, through to playing 4 nights at Long Beach Arena in California was less than 5 years, which is quite a level to get to in that time without airplay.
It wasn't as if we kind of thought, hang on a minute, they're number one in the British charts, and as you say, they're singing out Long Beach. How did that happen? We just thought it was the most natural thing in the world.
It was through sheer hard work and live shows, really, because that's the 40 live still to this day.
In a roller coaster ride, you get that feeling at the top of, oh shit, right? Well, we went, oh shit, for 4 years.
Yes. And it's going to get even bigger.
Right.
Now, the next album is Power Slave. But
Yes.
before we go into Power Slave, let's break it up a little bit.
Mhm.
There's no live album or anything like that. I thought it'd be fun to listen and check out some other Iron Maiden media online.
Okay.
So, for example, long time ago,
Mhm.
when I first got into podcast, there was this podcast called the Maiden Fan Podcast by Mike C.
Yeah.
And there's this guy on his own in his basement just talking about Iron Maiden, about how he grew up listening to them.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking hilarious because he would start off with a song and he would be like, at the beginning he was quite shy, but as he got gradual and gradual, he'd be like,
You just, yeah.
welcome, and he'd be singing along to the song, and I mean like ball, like singing, like not doing like you know, I'm like whoa, this guy's proper singing the song.
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. So there's a couple of things online, YouTube and things like that I'd like to check out. So we're just going to talk about other things because like I want to do this podcast because I just wanted to do something with my free time, talk about something I really like. And you know, when I met you, I was like, oh, this is a good chance to do that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other good things out there. Iron Maiden related media online.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
before we go into Power Slave, let's check out some of that stuff.
Sounds
Have a
good.
laugh, make fun of them, be arseholes, be mean.
Take a little breath before the next album.
Yeah, I'm joking. I'm not going to be mean. I like these guys. But then we will hit Power Slave. Matt, and you can talk about bloody 2 minutes of midnight, you bastard. Anyway, mate, we have done Iron Maiden's debut album. I really love that album. Killers. We love Killers.
Fuck. Because that's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Number of the Beast.
Fuck
What do you
yeah.
have to say? And then we just done Peace of Mind, which is, for me, great album minus one song.
No sand for you.
No, thank you. But there is I'd say 3 classic albums coming up, which are all so different. Power Slave,
yeah,
Somewhere in Time, and we are going to see Iron Maiden in September.
Yeah,
we might just get to Somewhere in Time. Just as before that, which is the tour is somewhere back in time. Yeah, it's very soon.
It's almost April, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Quite fast, right?
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to see them in Osaka.
I'm still in January.
I know.
in my head.
Me too. We're going to see them in Osaka,
Yeah.
but they're going to be playing a mix of, you know, the new stuff, old stuff, but then Somewhere in Time songs on there too. So I'm sure you know Wasted Years. Wasted Years is on that album, but there's some fucking bangers on that album.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just hit after hit. But we will get there after we have a little break, chat about some other media, and we'll be back next time. But yeah, I loved fucking Peace of Mind. It was awesome. It's a great song. It's a great thing. But yeah, and don't do any gutty.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Which
safe.
is better, cutty or cutty, right?
Yeah, I like cutty.
Cutty. No more cutty, everyone. Just listen to Iron Maiden. It's much better.
Put the knives down.
That's right. Listen to ironmaidenbaby@gmail.com. Email us with what you think. If you hate me, good. I can take it. I'm British. Fuck you all. I don't give a fuck. I don't have any other thing to say.
Fuck off. Don't be a twat.
That'll do.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy.